hey.
Hey.
All right.
Didn't, didn't, didn't,
Hey.
didn't, didn't, didn't,
What?
didn't, 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 didn't. Welcome to the stream,
Welcome
people.
to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Episode. Is
I,
this episode 6 or 7?
I think it's technically episode 5. Because I was looking
No,
back
because you
on
did
YouTube.
5 the last time. We did, yeah, because we
Did
did
we?
5 the last time. We officially had did What Do You Think, Bitch, before my wedding. So this should be either 6 or 7.
No, because we didn't get a proper
Because
one
we,
in. Unless you.
well, them times it still broke up. Like, okay, like
That was
that
4,
one.
though. That was 4, though.
I swear you had put episode 5 on the last stream.
I'll tell
The,
you
the
what.
last time we really streamed.
I'll look back later and check because I just checked my YouTube and it was said episode 4 was the last one.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, because I remember. Because I remember we had did before, just literally just before my wedding, we had did a What Do You Think, Bitch episode. Hmm.
Right.
that week. That week, and then
Right.
we didn't have any official ones, but we still streamed in the days coming, like on Thursday.
Right. I don't know. I'll look back. I'll make sure because you know how it goes.
Okay,
It
well,
is what it is.
all right.
Okay, we
Okay,
got Liver in the
I
chat.
hello,
Uh,
Mister. I get drunk. What? I heard about that stream, man. You gotta
he's
control your liquor.
he says I'm still here for a quick minute before I head downstairs to get my dinner on. And he'll be a while. He says, but Davis, or he put Davies, I should say. Congrats on the wedding.
Thank you. I don't
He's
know who Davies is, but it's okay. I'm not a British asshole named Davy. I said, well, I
I
feel
can't.
insulted. Oh wow, damn, your boobs look big as shit.
Oh, do they? Hey. I mean, they kind of do.
Shit.
Oh, well. You adjust your
Yeah,
straps, baby. You
I
adjust your
literally just
straps. Like, hey.
yeah, I literally just
Whoa.
logged on to the stream. I said, God damn.
I mean, it's hot.
Hold
I'm
on.
wearing a damn
Hey, my
tank top.
wife behind me. Hold on, she behind. Hold on. I gotta turn the screen. Hold on.
I
She
can't
gonna be
help
like, who
it.
the? She gonna be like, who the fuck is that on the?
Yeah, you just tell her it's Cherry. Your bestest friend in the world.
She said in the stream, you not playing no more with that shit.
Bitch,
She
I can't.
trying to take.
Bitch, I can't help that I'm well endowed. Okay, it's God's will. Okay.
Uh, oh my god. Nah, but hey, I mean, hey, God got a plan for everybody, and apparently, He just blessed you. He said when you
Hey,
turn, when you get in your
hey.
mid-teens to early 20s, bow right there. I already got it planned.
Can't help it, man. Can't help it. And a decent bra goes a long way. Adjust your straps every so often. Your boobs look fabulous. So,
Clip time. Clip it.
a.
Clip it. Clip it. Clip
I'm already expecting
it.
it. Let's be honest.
Clip it. Clip it.
I mean, I could have taken.
I just screenshot the fuck out of you.
Ew, you nasty. I mean, I could have taken this off, right?
Oh my god.
But I like to be a little nice. Like, come on, I'm not gonna be all like out and about here.
Like,
Like you can see
I'm
part of
like,
my
I was
bra.
like, right. No, it's just like I literally, like I said, like even though I know they're there, like I literally
It's
logged
always
onto the
like
stream, like, oh
you're like,
shit.
fuck,
That's the for
fuck.
some reason in my mental Rolodex, I wasn't expecting it. Just like, oh my. Well, there they go.
I mean, I can't do anything about it. Or hello, guys.
What do you say? You say, okay, well, I mean, incest. He's talking about
Insist,
incest?
insist,
Oh,
motherfucker. Can you
incest.
read?
Okay, I'm like, hold up, like, ain't nobody here related, people.
Yeah, like me, you. Come on now.
Like, come on now. I mean, I do see the family resemblance,
What being assholes? Yeah.
right? Well, there's a little family resemblance.
I mean, you're white, but you're not that white. Let's be honest.
I was adopted. Man.
I,
Or
I
we
mean,
or by marriage where we can be like one of those classic porns where like
oh
we're
my
oh
god,
you're the
yeah.
stepsister and
Stat
I'm the
bro. Yeah.
stepbrother.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
I always
I
make
said
fun of
I'm
that
the
shit.
stepbro.
Like especially when I see somebody with like that whole like step bro, step sis bullshit like in a video game. I'm
I'm
like I
like
always
what?
have to point it out cuz I'm like that's just funny to me.
It's like it's so many people that do that though. It's like dang, like I don't want all of them to be your stepmom or stepsis. Like I just after a while you just put it on mute and just like okay, she's just a really hot chick, older chick, and he's a then whatever,
Right. Right. I mean like hypothetically, like since we're talking about it, it's like hypothetically, not well, not even hypothetically, but like a lot of the time it's like your step siblings aren't that attractive. So it's like,
No. In realistic world, like yeah, you might get the butt ugly Courtney lookalikes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, well the shade of it all.
um, um,
Y'all don't know who Courtney is. I'm not even going to elaborate at the moment. It wasn't me. If she somehow stumbles upon this, it wasn't me. It
I give a motherfuck.
Davis. You nasty.
Shit. I tell her I said this shit. Hey, what you gonna hack my shit? But all right, shit. Go ahead.
And welcome to the people that are watching in the chat. Thanks for stumbling in on our whole step bro steps this conversation right there. I mean, porn is wild. Let's be honest. It is. It's crazy.
I mean, it really is.
Which, oh my god, which leads me to
They
this
got
one.
so many fucking scenarios too, like get roadside
Honestly.
assistance. I'm like, damn, I would have never thought to get laid in that
Oh
situation.
wait. Roadside assistants. You've got your driving teachers. Getting
Pawn
them
shops.
pawn shops.
I'm
Uh,
like, really, really pawn some shit and get laid. All right, cool.
you have your typical
That's,
like cop and prisoner. You have your typical, doctor patient, doctor nurse, or nurse and
eh,
patient.
the
Um,
nurse and patient ones get on my nerves though, because it's like I'm not asking for a bath, bitch. Like the masseuse, the massage ones always got too much oil. I'm
yeah,
like really
yeah, and
oil.
a lot of
Like
that oil you
okay,
do not want in certain crevices. I'm just saying. I'm just
no,
saying.
I'm like I know that shit burn. I know the
It's
shit gotta burn.
gotta, unless it's some like great hyperallergenic, some bullshit. I don't
And
know.
well, if they're smart, well, these are professionals, so I'm pretty sure they know to use water-based oil.
Probably,
Yeah, they probably
probably.
smart.
Well,
But they, yeah,
I wouldn't say water based, but like something of that nature, like a lubricant of sorts, not necessarily oil.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Just create the illusion. Create the illusion. Just make it look
all about the
greased up and
fantasy.
used up.
But it's always like
Yeah,
awkward. It's just like I get it's supposed to be like a sensual thing. I get it, but like that much oil, honey.
it's like yeah, I know somebody
You
just
asking to
slipped
get
and
hurt?
fell in between
Oh
scenes. Yeah,
yeah, you asking to get hurt? No,
like
thank you.
whoops, whoopsie. Oh, Mortal Kombat shit. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Finish him.
I like look at that and I'm like, ooh, honey, you're gonna get hurt, or somebody's gonna take like a knee to the eye or some shit like by accident, just like slipping
Somebody,
and sliding. I'm like,
somebody didn't slip, fell forward, and fucking shoved the dick down the throat, throwing up the throat just deeper and deeper. You're like, oops, I tripped and fell.
ah.
Now it's just now it's down her fucking lungs. All
I
right.
mean, well, it was just like how
Like
we were
God.
talking the other night. Sorry, guys, but the other night we were talking about this. I think wasn't it after we streamed or something? I don't even remember.
Right.
About
Well, we don't really talk. We don't really talk. Like we don't really talk too much
right, right,
on
right.
stream. Yeah, the
But
real conversation starts off.
the remember the conversation about the sex sent me to the ER because you asked something a certain question and I answered it and then I said, well, did you see where like technically a woman can lock you up inside her?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I said like, is it possible during sex?
Yeah,
Like yeah, like where
you
y'all
were.
tense up or something like
Yeah,
that, and
where
it just kicks you right out, like access denied. Like okay, oh
right.
cool.
You were asking for the resistant one, and I was like, oh well, here's this, and I saw this on this show, and I'm like, you're like
Oh
really, and I'm
yeah,
like, yeah, they had to go to the
really.
hospital, stuck
I mean,
together.
I had seen something similar to that on A Thousand Ways to Die, where a lady was masturbating with a carrot, and then she
Really?
cut the
Oh,
side of the walls and air lit in, and then she died.
and that reminds me of another one from A Thousand Ways to Die, or whatever. Um, There was another one where this guy went and decided he was gonna fuck a raccoon or something, some rabid animal
I
out in the
seen that
wild. And I'm like,
shit. I was like, what the
ugh,
I said that motherfucker
nasty,
deserved to die.
nasty. But yeah, I was just like,
Nasty. Nasty boy.
sorry for the
Don't
weird
mean
tangent, but
oh, you nasty boy.
a
Don't mean a thing.
wait, what the fuck is that? What's weird, liver? Tell us what's weird. Oh, were you? He says he was having this discussion last night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Megan Fox, no thank you.
It
Okay.
happens, man. Shit happens, man. This is important shit. This is important shit.
It's world shit.
The
Like,
world the world must know the art of what can go wrong.
it's just fascinating because obviously, porn is not a depiction of how a real relationship or real sex happens.
Absolutely not.
It's all
No,
a fantasy
porn gets you
situation.
fucked up.
Oh yeah,
Porn will get you fucked
I've
up.
seen.
It will.
There's some scenarios, my friend.
I mean, it's like you're supposed to take it with a grain of salt. Like, it's
Hmm.
not like, yeah, because you and your partner might be on different mental strands.
Right.
Like I might watch a shitload of porn, but my
Hmm.
partner may have not.
Right.
So the
Right.
things that I know, that person may not know. So then you're going to be disappointed if it don't
It's.
go that way. So lower the expectations from porn
Hmm.
and real life sex.
Yeah, because obviously your partner's not going to do everything that you've seen in a porn. Obviously,
No, these are professionals. These are basketball players.
the
This
whole
is like
point is to.
those motherfuckers are the LeBron James of fucking of fucking.
Well, and the whole point was to offer something to everybody. So there's people that have these, I don't want to say odd, but strange kind of kinks out there that are not so mainstream or whatever. So they find certain things attractive. There's people that find armpits attractive. That's fine. You do you. Same with
I've
feet
seen a
or
video like that. I'm like, I almost wanted to unsee it too. I'm like, what the fuck,
what.
armpit?
You know what was
Like you
like years ago? I'm not even years ago. I don't even know. Maybe it was years ago. Somebody wanted to see my armpit because that's what they were attracted to, and I'm like,
what?
huh.
Out of everything else on you that's attractive, that
I mean, there's okay. Like honestly, the feet people. I have no problem with them. I'm cool with people that are into the fetish. That's cool. Um,
do you think?
but they don't.
I don't.
They're not just attracted to my feet. They're also attracted to me as a person and my other
And what's
attributes.
attached to
Obviously,
it? Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, so the whole armpit thing. I was like, and that was the only person I heard about the armpit thing from. And I was like, oh, interesting. I wasn't aware at the time that people were into armpits. So okay, Liver says the streamer
So
was
like
saying about these dudes
this
shagging things. Like there was a rat guy, an MC
some
something
people
guy, a goat guy,
some
and a
people
burger guy.
yeah,
Ooh, okay.
some things people are into just really really interest me. I'm like really that that's what you're into. All right, cool.
I
Do your
mean,
thing, I
there's
guess.
ones that are just like out there. Like I don't condone the whole bestiality thing. I don't. That's gross and weird.
Nah,
Also,
that's
it's illegal. So,
yeah, that's foul. Like
um,
I don't even think they show porn like that
oh,
anymore.
there's some weird shit. Like I've never seen it personally, but there's some weird shit out there.
I don't look at cats and dogs and
Nope.
horses like, oh yeah, I want to
Mine is
ride that
strictly
thing,
people.
if you know what I mean.
Mine is strictly people
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get in on that right there. Oh yeah.
on legitimate
Yeehaw.
sites. Legit sites. Okay, let's be clear. Legit. Um, yeah, no, I'm not. No. Mm-mm.
I'd be damned if I let an animal judge me saying, "Oh, that's it." I'm like, "Bitch, Rocco, shut up."
No, could you imagine someone watching that and their pet just walks in the room and like looks at them like, "You disgusting pervert" or
Just me,
something? I'm
bird.
like,
If you judge me, shit.
I
Like
mean,
side story, like yeah, let's just say like yeah,
okay.
let's just say there's a cat, right?
Mhm.
And like there's a two couple, right?
Mhm.
And the cat, it likes I don't know, when the two people finished doing what they were doing, we look up and the cat is just like
Is staring.
right there. Yeah, you're like,
That
the
seems to
fuck
be
are
a
you
common
looking
problem
at,
with
bitch?
pets, though.
Like, what the fuck are you look? Get the fuck out, bitch!
Like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of the room.
Like, if you don't shoot, get the fuck out of here. And they just gonna sit there like you don't hear what I'm saying. Like I feel like the cat speaks a different. I'm not gonna lie. I think they speak Spanish because they don't hear English for shit.
It's some language. It's just like, nope, I don't speak whatever you're speaking, but I'm gonna
I
sit here and
don't
watch you.
understand the word. They understand everything else. Go, go, yes, yes, and
Food.
and do what you want. But they don't understand no
Yeah.
and get the fuck out. Like I don't understand. What are you not comprehending? The look on my face is not friendly. Why are you gonna stand here for me to attack you? I
Oh my.
worry about cats. I was like, cats just do not give a fuck. That I know
They
cats
don't.
didn't die because of that. Like
At least with like dogs, they'll like you tell them to go and they leave. They're just like
they'll leave.
bye.
Yeah, like damn. I was like, damn, like do
And a
you
lot
like
of
yeah,
time
like
they don't care to stay in a room with you that long. Like yeah, if they sleep, but like they're not gonna sit there and stare at you the entire time. They're like, no, I'm out. Bye.
once you say shoo, like once you say shoo, move, and they say dogs are dumb, they
Mm-mm.
understand every command.
Yep.
Cats is probably the smartest one, so they like yeah,
They
like oh I don't
understand. They
like
just
so when
don't
anybody
care.
tell me yeah, like when everybody tell me it's just a cat, bullshit. That's a human being. You know what the fuck you doing? You just
Cats are
don't give a
crazy
fuck. You know you can
sometimes.
get away with this shit. Exactly. You know you can get away with the shit.
Right.
But other than that, but other than that, yeah. But for the most part, yeah. It's like it's it just bothers me. I'm just not a cat person. I'm just not a true
Yeah.
hard cat
Oh, I
person.
know. I've heard. I've heard.
Yeah. Just like
What? Are you
ugh.
watching the stream and seeing me adjust myself? Is that what's going on here?
Oh no, no.
I
Oh
just
no,
heard you.
I'm used to
I
that.
go to do this and I'm adjusting my bra a little bit, and like all I hear is, oh, oh.
Well, no, it's delayed. It's
Like,
delayed. So by the time I said what I said, I would have to look at my screen. So no, no, I'm used to you already.
I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
I'm desensitized on anything you do. It's just that was the first time in a long time you actually caught me off guard when we started the stream. I'm like, oh shit.
Right?
Why did I? Because I haven't seen you in like I haven't seen you on cam in like a
A
few
week,
weeks.
yeah,
So
yeah, something like that.
yeah, so like yeah, like this the first time like I've actually seen you. So that's why I was like, oh shit, welcome back.
Right, right.
Welcome back, Carter, huh?
I mean, last weekend was weird, like streaming by myself for a change, like especially on the weekends. Like it's not so much the other days of the week where I'm streaming by myself,
I
but
was
it's
at
like,
home. I just missed it. I just like by
right,
the
right.
time I walked through the door, I was like, oh
Oh
shit,
yeah,
I
yeah,
missed
yeah.
this.
So
Yeah.
it's like it was super bizarre because I'm like, yeah, I'm not used to doing this anymore. So I like talked for a little bit, but like no one was really saying anything in chat. There was people there, they just weren't saying anything. So I was just like, okay, this is
The
yeah,
early days of streaming, right?
right.
The
And
original times we didn't stream for very long and stuff.
it's like whatever. Like if I have a few topics to talk about, so be it. But like there wasn't much going on that weekend. There was that story about like the people at the Big Lots who bought a shit ton of towels and everything, and I was like, what the fuck? But I didn't really have anything spectacular going that weekend in story wise, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Among Us now. Y'all can watch if you want. Bye. Like,
Right.
and
I was like, cause I like literally logged on my. I forgot what day of the week it was. Cause I
mhm,
know I got doing all my wedding stuff on
right,
uh, Saturday. I got home. I was just so burnt shit tired. It was Sunday. I didn't even realize what time it was on the day. Then I looked on your snap. I was like, oh, she streamed today. Oh shit, I forgot. I could have made it
right, right,
today.
right.
Damn it.
I was
But
like,
then
this
I was
bitch.
like, I was like, fuck. I was just so tired. And
Oh yeah,
then
I totally get
Monday
it.
came, and then by before then Monday nothing happened, and then Tuesday rolled around. We thought we were going to the Grand Canyon, but then we just said me and her both said, but
Y'all,
she said it
nope.
first.
Turn around, let's go.
Let's just go home. Like we're not like because I had drove by that point. By this point, I've drove 4 hours. So like yeah, I was like
Really?
yeah. Well, we drove 2 hours out of town, then 2 hours back. So
Right,
by the
right,
time we
right.
got
Yeah,
home,
because I was
I
like,
drove
yeah,
for 4 hours
yeah, okay,
straight.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Because I was like, yeah, you told me 2 hours, you got there, and then you were like, to the
Because
border, and
we got to the state line. Yeah, we got to the state line of the end of Oklahoma, the beginning of Texas.
mm-hmm.
And by the time we got there, we was just like, we realized how much more time we got. Like we got about two. We only done 2 hours out of the 13, so it's only 11 hours left. So
Right,
then, by the time it's time for her to take over the wheel, that would have been the fourth hour. So we would have been down to 9 or 8 hours left.
And by that
And
time, you were just like over it.
then
You
we
were just like,
we just like we really don't want, and then we got to do all that shit going back too. So then we just didn't want to do the long ass drive back.
right. I don't blame you.
We'll, yeah, we want to say that for another thing. 'Cause we gonna go to like Iowa or something like that because she stays 4 hours away, so we can always go to. We thought about doing something where we go to her neck of the woods or something like that in
Right.
Texas and hang out there. Yeah.
Right, right, right.
Or can get some more time off or something like that. We go down there because I've never seen that part of Texas, so I wouldn't mind going to see it. And like at least I was there at the college and stuff. I'm like, okay, I ain't
So
never
how
seen
long
all
is she
this
staying
before.
there with you for? Because I know
Well, she's staying here
she's
the whole summer. She's
okay.
staying here the
Because
whole
I
summer
wasn't
with me.
sure.
So
Because
yeah,
I know you said something, but I couldn't recall exactly. I know
yeah,
you
she's
said she was
staying the
supposed to go
whole summer
back,
here
but
with me. Yeah, eventually, like towards the end of the summer.
right, right,
Like we thought about like like especially like to go check her stuff and all that stuff like that. We thought of
right,
like well we'll take a drive down there, so she can check all her mail and everything like that.
yeah. Because you don't
You
want to leave
know,
anything important behind.
right?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back. We'll stay there a few days and then come back. You know.
Well, like she has her own like apartment there or whatever, or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, hopefully she made sure she doesn't have any like food just sitting in the fridge that's gonna go
Nah, she
bad.
brought most of her. Yeah, she brought
I
most
was
of her
gonna say,
stuff
I was
here.
like, honey, you're not gonna like the smell when you get back there.
Nah, but she's only been gone for. She's only been gone for maybe a couple weeks
Oh,
now.
right, right,
So
right. Well, it's been
well,
what, like
it'll
a
be 2 weeks.
week? Yeah, we're going into second
It's been a
week.
solid week, but we're going into the second week. So
Right,
This upcoming Wednesday, will be 2 weeks.
right. Hey,
Yeah.
like I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, you don't want any food going back. 'Cause that's ugh, that takes me back. Ugh.
Yeah, because I was like, because I don't like, yeah, that's why I didn't buy a lot of food before the wedding or replace anything. I just ate up what I had. Like, I still got a lot of food, but like, I didn't cook anything or nothing like that because I was like, yeah, let me not cook nothing before the wedding because I don't want the leftovers just sitting there just in case.
Right. Understandable, obviously.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, but other than that, it's been, yeah, so this be my second week being married. So, yeah,
Whoop, whoop.
got 100 likes on that picture on Instagram, on the pictures I posted. I was like, damn. I forgot I knew so many people. I
Well,
was
because
like,
a lot
shit.
of people will not interact with you for like the longest time. You could post whatever and they still won't interact. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, like I got a decent amount of likes on other pictures and stuff, but like just for the main focal point, like even when I looked on Facebook, I was like, damn, I don't even remember most of these mother
Yeah,
females too. I was like, damn, what the fuck did I meet your ass? Like shit.
like the problem for me with Instagram is like sometimes it will not show me everybody's posts, so it's like your shit gets like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hidden in some bullshit here. I'll throw a like on your shit. There you go. Boom. Because
Oh,
that's what happens. It's like it won't show up. Like I'll look. I didn't see anything for the longest time, so I was like, what the fuck? I saw one photo on Facebook, like I think right around the time of the wedding or whatever bullshit. I can't tell you the exact time frame. I can't fucking remember. So I was like, oh, okay, I see that. Like it, whatever. Da-da-da. You'll see something sprinkled throughout, and it's like, okay.
sprinkle, sprinkle.
Instagram's so stupid. It just like it'll put like people that you don't even follow in your feed, and it's like, why?
Like, yeah, I was like, congratulations, Lorenzo. Even at my job, I was like, hey, like, congratulations, oh my god.
Which, while we're on the topic of congratulations, I was thoroughly, I don't know what to say, surprised, but when TJ entered the chat last night, or I should say early
Yeah,
this morning,
it was
uh,
early this morning because I didn't see it until I got up. I was like, oh, I was like, wow, thank you.
I was like, oh my God, he's making an effort. A little baby step. I was like, oh my God, my babies are growing up.
Mm. Nah, what the fuck? I talk in the damn chat. What the fuck you mean, my babies? I was like, I speak.
Like I,
This is a one step for him, not
yeah, I know.
moi.
I know. I know. I mean, you guys have come a long way, but like I had to be a smartass when I saw him pop in the chat like that, and I was like, "You're alive." And I'm like,
I was like, ooh, wow, with the Chris Farley face. What? He finally said something.
I was like, oh, and
Hell
he's
yeah.
being nice. I was like, oh my god. It was
Oh yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, hey, like I appreciate all the like, yeah. I was like, yeah, but like I said, it's so many people I didn't even know. Like, yeah, I was like, damn,
mhm.
I got the people that was saying congratulations. So I said, damn, I didn't even know I knew that many damn people.
I mean, people
Like
just
I
come out
like
of the
some of
woodwork.
so many of them I went to high school with, and I ain't
Mhm.
heard really jack shit from them in years. And they're
Well,
like,
there's
oh,
like a lot of
thank
people
you.
you just don't fuck with no more. They just never say anything. And it's like they just come out of the woodwork. It's weird.
Yeah. And I got like it's kind of like it's kind of like and some of it felt good because it's like some of these girls I used to talk to back in the day
Mhm.
and whatever like or tried to at least
Yeah.
and I was like yeah I came up like I'm doing big things.
It's like
It's
you could
kind
have
of
had
like a
all of this.
this
all of
could have
this.
been you. This could have been you. You wasn't playing like like
Like,
like
damn.
but I found somebody who loved me unconditionally. Now, oh, rule number one.
Oh.
So I want to break down some tips for the young men out there who
Oh.
are listening.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay. Listen up,
not
guys.
necessarily not necessarily to be married.
Mhm.
Only be
Relationships.
married some weeks. For relationships in general, been in a
Okay.
relationship long enough. All right. So one thing you always want to do. Let's just say you're going out to get you something to eat. You're on the way home from the gym or whatever
Mhm.
like that. Always remember this. If you get you something, bring her something too.
Amen. Uh huh.
It don't matter what it is.
Mm-mm.
Bring her ass something.
Because
if
if
you
you
come
don't,
through that door, if you come through that door with a 10 piece and not one for her,
you get
it may
nasty.
not yeah, it may not be a problem. It depends on the personnel. It may not be a problem that day. But if you keep doing it over time, you're just going like, well, fuck you.
It's that little thing we'll remember, and it'll just like,
Like, yeah, you don't never bring
mm.
me any food. I'm like, oh, see, I knew you was gonna say something. How dare? But not for the most part. Like, yeah, I mean, but there's always like, yeah, I like on the way home. Even if, like, and in case you ask this question, well, what if I call and she don't answer? Glad you said that. So even if she don't pick up the mother phone,
Mhm.
even if she don't pick up the phone, just like
Mhm.
just try to remember, like, okay, is she a heavy eater or a light eater?
Right.
My shorty is a light eater
Right.
you know.
Mhm.
So I got her like two single cheeseburgers.
Right.
And then I shared my fries and drink with her.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, even when I made breakfast this morning, I offered to make like, hey, I said, hey, I'm making some bacon to go with my breakfast tacos I had.
Right.
And she didn't want no breakfast tacos, but she said, can I have bacon? I made extra anyway.
There you go. See, it's like
See,
a
you
little
know what I'm
peace
saying?
offering of sorts. It's like if you are out and about, come back with a little something. You know what I mean? If you're getting
You
food,
know what I'm
bring
saying?
back some food. Be nice.
Bring her, even if it's like midday or something, like bring her a little 6 piece chicken nugget or something. If you live in the Midwest area, Whataburger is like the top place. Bring her, try to remember
And
what does she
even
like. Don't get her nothing too heavy. You know what I'm saying? Get her a
something.
little
Just
water cheeseburger or something, or a patty melt. I know she like patty melts. Bring her
but
that and then cut it in half and share it with her.
but here's the thing. Even if they say they don't want nothing, they want something. Just get it
They'll want it
anyways.
later.
Because if
And
you
even
come
if
through the
she say,
door
and the best
empty-handed,
part about exactly. And the best part is, even if she says she really don't want it after you bring it, then that's more food for you. Boom, right there. See,
there you go. And
but you made the
that's
gesture.
exactly.
But you made the gesture. So, fellas, that's what it's about. Gesture.
Yep.
Always at least think about it.
Well, it's proving
Have
that
the
you're actually
thought in your
thinking
mind.
about them and that you're obviously caring about their well-being
It's
and what they want or what they need, and it's not being told to do it.
exactly right. It's a signal to like let you know that hey, I believe it's like we are one now. So I'm not thinking just for myself. I'm thinking for you too.
Right.
So like
Exactly.
yeah. So
I like
remember
that.
that. It's all about the little things. It's all about the
Mhm.
little things. And like and that's what and that believe it or not, that's something like I've always stressed to some of my like younger friends too. Like I said, like always, you know what I'm saying? Like when you finally have a woman,
Yeah.
you have to move different. You
Yes.
gotta move different. You gotta be different than anybody else. You gotta do
Mhm.
something like just something that sticks out.
Yeah.
You know, and women can do it too. Like I know somebody who like whose woman buys him food all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because that's what she do. Because she loves him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
she know he in a tight spot, whatever like that. She holding him
yeah.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Cuz if you think
You
about it,
know.
even though you might not be, but you're technically competing with whoever they dealt with in the past in a sense. So if you're showing that effort,
I
you're
mean, yeah,
showing this
you always competing with the
exactly.
ghosts. It's, yeah, you always competing with the Michael Jordan. So whatever they did, if they were together 5 years, you got to get that longevity. You got to compete with that in a sense. Like yes, like I don't want to feel like I have to compete. Well, unfortunately, honey,
Cuz
or sir, you're gonna have to.
they aren't going to
That's
put up
just
with the
the truth.
bullshit. Whether you're man, woman, nothing. They aren't going to put up with the bullshit.
And a lot of times for me, I've never really had to truly compete because I'm my own individual man. I do things that probably most dudes won't do.
Right.
So like just my natural carrying ability is just, that's always gonna win me points
Right.
over a lot of dudes. So it's
Exactly.
just like yeah. But other than that, like yeah, but other than that for the most part, like yeah, but in a sense, like yeah, you are competing with the ghosts. You have to be like yeah, so if they had a shitty ex, you gotta be so at least if they had a shitty ex,
That's low
there's not
standards
a
right there.
lot. Yeah, like there's not a lot you have to compete with. So like yeah, but so even if you want to set the bar high, so if you that person's best relationship, you want to set the bar high. So in case if something ever did go wrong, that motherfucker got a lot to make up. Everything is
Right.
just gonna feel like shit because you was the Michael Jordan, you was the LeBron James, you was the Kobe Bryant, you was the I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say TB, but you know what I'm saying I'll say you was the number 12. How about that?
Oh my god.
You was that person's like top notch. You was the shit. So you left that
Mhm.
mark.
Exactly.
So they gonna think about you even after like, damn, my ex did. Like yeah. So like yeah, you gonna be like yeah. So you gotta get desensitized from the ex who's like the top dog or the top, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the
Mhm.
case may be. So yeah.
I agree.
And the longer the relationship, you're always gonna kind of like yeah, like it'll take a while like to get really truly healed from that. So like if the person was in a relationship for over almost a decade,
Right.
you know, damn.
It's harder for them to get over that, and then you have to put in that extra effort too.
Yeah, you quintessentially was married to that motherfucker at that point.
And then
So
it's a
like yeah,
matter
you
of
like
how bad that person fucked up before as to how damaged the person is. You know what I
how
mean?
much toxic shit did you deal with before that in a relationship? So you almost might as well not even honestly, truly, I'm not even gonna lie.
Mhm.
You might just want to just be the cool friend on the side, honestly.
Right.
Until they heal. And if they heal, they might not necessarily go to you. But it saves you a lot of trouble too, because it's gonna take them a while to really get back in the streets.
Right.
You know, getting to the rhythm of like now I got to date again. Fuck this.
Right. Because there comes a time in your life where it's just like, or an age in your life that it's like you're just
Do I
over it.
really want to fucking start over? Like yeah, like the longer relationship,
And
if
that's
you
why people stay
dated.
in toxic relationships. It's because it's like I've invested all this time. Why leave now? You know?
Yeah, so like yeah, it's just like almost like yeah, why like yeah, why if you're married for so many years, that's why I even said like if some people who are married for something like Bill Gates and his wife just got divorced recently or filed for it at least, waited for their daughter to turn 18.
Right.
I was like, y'all been married since God knows when. Like,
Yeah, they've been married for a
is
while.
it? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they was married from '94 to 2021. Yeah, so do you really, what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to end that? Like, that's 27 years. Like,
I mean, but there's that whole story of where he was apparently giving his gift presents every year or some bullshit, and I'm like, I mean,
hey, I mean, he got for him that's a tax write-off.
right? That's some charity, you
he
know?
said, he said, bitch, I'm writing taxes. Okay. When rich people divorce, what does the future hold for Bill Gates? So she get basically half what the motherfucker's worth, pretty
Right.
much.
They have more money than anybody could ever dream of,
He's worth
honestly.
125.5 billion as of this year.
Right.
This motherfucker can give away 5 billion just like that in a divorce,
I
like
mean, yeah,
easy.
if I was rich and getting a divorce, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah, no problems. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. But when you're like somebody of middle class or, poor, whatever, it's a little harder to leave certain situations because it's like financially it doesn't make sense, you know?
All I know is this: I couldn't imagine. Like, I mean, I want to, but that's just like I don't know what I would do if I was worth that much money. Like, I was watching earlier today. I was watching this morning. I was watching. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
What's up, boo? Oh, good. But yeah, I was like, I couldn't imagine because I was watching this morning, on this YouTube channel,
Hmm.
where like what was his name, Pierce Boswell
Brosnan?
or something like that
Yeah.
from 007. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, he's
this
fine.
motherfucker, him and Keely had this house that was worth $100 million in Malibu.
Right.
And I'm like, I looked up his net worth. He's only worth 200 million, and then with her probably a little more, so they can afford. I think they sold it recently because it was probably getting too expensive to run. So they probably, and all their kids are pretty much grown now, so they probably
Right.
just downgraded homes. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we don't really need this much fucking space no more.
Well, that's
Like,
what a lot of people do. Is they're like, "There's no point of this property if I'm not going to use it." You know what I mean?
like we don't use all these rooms, so why do we have it? So like, yeah, you just pay for what you.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually a smart like move in the long run. You're not paying the upkeep, obviously. Um,
Man, and
y-
it's just crazy because I was like, man, I said I couldn't imagine it. Even when I was watching this other thing about yachts, like how what these type of people are. Like one yacht is worth like 400 million, and it costs 50 million to keep it running every week
yeah.
per day. No, yeah, or, you know what I'm saying? I think it's like 50 million per day or something like that just to keep the motherfucker up running.
Like
It's like what?
it's
I'm not even gonna
crazy.
use this son of a bitch like that. I
All
probably won't
right.
even get out here to use that whole. Like, I barely use my yacht in GTA. Like,
There's so much stuff we don't use in GTA. We spent all that money and
like
don't use
shit,
it.
my submarine like that. I said, so, let her know that I'm real life. I'm probably not even. I'm probably gonna use that bitch for like the first couple months, and then after that, that bitch gonna. I just gonna have a bunch of workers out there coming to work, getting paid off my dime, pretty much.
Right?
That's a bit. That's a business. The yacht club. I'm like, yeah. So like I said, man, I couldn't imagine like if I was worth that much money. Even though like I would love to be, but I just couldn't imagine what would my ass do because it's not a lot that I need
Like
that
I've thought about
that I
this
can use.
a bit. Like if we were to hit the lottery, right? If I were to hit the lottery, what would I would do with that money? You know what I mean? And I've thought about it like a couple times. It's like I'll fix up this place that I'm in right now, put it on the market, find a better place, maybe some with a little bit of land,
I
do a
would
little
like okay, I
farming.
would do this. I learned this off of Selena. Like
Oh,
the dad bought three houses on the block. At first they didn't own the house they were in, for a
mm-hmm.
lot of years. The bank owned it. Then they bought their house, two houses next to it, and another house next, and two houses next to it. So they basically bought the whole block. They
Right,
stayed in Corpus. See, I would do that.
right.
Instead of buying one big home, I would just buy like
A few
three
smaller
houses.
ones,
Yeah, three houses like, next to each other. I'm like, yeah, I got a house here, you got a house here, so I own property.
and
And I
then
can just pass it on to the kids or whatever like that. I
exactly,
say,
exactly. Like I've thought
if they
about it a
want
bit.
it.
Like I'd get a decent sized house, and if I had to make accommodations for like other family or whoever needs to stay, or when they get old, access, if you have a disability of sorts or whatever, you know what I mean? Wheelchair
Yeah, me
access,
and the
all
wife,
that.
we're not. Yeah, me and the wife, we not really big. Like, yeah, we not like we're not really like heavy, expensive people like that.
Right.
Like, we just want enough to do what we want to do when we
Exactly.
want.
Exactly. That's like my whole thought process. It's like I would be logical with it. I wouldn't just splurge on whatever, you know what I mean?
No, it's like, yeah, I would love to just take a vacation and travel.
Like
You know
pay
what I'm
whatever
saying?
debts you
Cool.
have off and like, get yourself a decent new car or something. You know what I mean? Something that's going to run and work or
Pay off the
whatever.
cars you got. If you got cars, just pay them hoes off and keep them maintenance and keep them running right. Like. But I do
Invest
like
and all that.
invest in that shit. Yeah, like yeah, that's what I would do.
And then
That's what I
it's
would do.
then get down to your self-care. What do you need to do for yourself to kind of get you right? You know what I mean? Make you feel better as a person. Da 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 da. Go about what you got to do,
Yeah, or build a house from scratch or something. You know what I'm
At
saying?
least then it
Like
has the
yeah, like
specifications you want. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Like okay, things to do when you're a billionaire. Like I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's gonna
look
be
at
some
this.
bunch of stupid shit. Like,
Things to do when you're
I would just get a nice house, like a decent
a
house, nothing crazy. Probably would have to get security with that kind of money. You know what I mean? And you know, a car, a nice car, new car, and yeah, invest.
top things to do. Top only thing only billionaires can do. All right, these are top 10 things. Okay, let's see. Number 10, build your dream home. Number 9, indulge in fine food and alcohol.
Mm.
Number 8, have a staff at your beck and call. So
Oh,
yeah, when you're that rich, you need security. I will say that. That's something
obviously, because
you
there,
need.
you
You
know,
need you can't because you never know who's looking on that Forbes list, and you don't want to just be walking on the street
you would have to be in
without
some
some
sort
kind
of
of
gated
protection. You need
community and or a security team and blah blah blah. Like I've thought about, I'm getting
some.
fucking dogs and everything. Like there's gonna be some fucking attack dogs and everything. I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Number 7 is have unique hobbies like balloon, hot air balloon, skydiving. You know, like just shit like that, and shit that I'm not going to do, and I don't care to do. So that's off my list. 6, having your own museum or town. So yeah, own a town or island, you know, or something like that. Yeah, buy an island. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would do that if I was a billionaire. Own a sports team. That's pretty much yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Own exotic super yachts and jets.
Yeah, that's where they
And
get a
number
little bit
one,
crazy because you find out how many people that are lottery winners like lose everything.
oh yeah, because the tax, because once you get that money, your tax you go automatically into a 10 percentile tax bracket. And the higher, like yeah, when you're a millionaire, and then it gets even steeper when you're a billionaire.
Right.
Let's see, billionaire taxes. Let's see what that is.
It honestly depends on how much you're bringing in. It's the income.
The ultra millionaire tax, the wealth of the richest Americans. It applies only to households with net worth of 50 million or more. Roughly,
Oof.
the wealthiest
If only.
75,000 householders are the top 0.1% households pay an annual 2% tax on every dollar
Oof.
of net worth above 50 million. So a 6% tax on every dollar of net worth one worth above a billion.
Oy.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of these rich motherfuckers get out of paying those taxes. That's why a lot of the tax debt in this country is of hundreds of billions of dollars, if not more. It's strictly of rich people because they get around it. The IRS does not go after them. And
Nah, because they got too much money. They can't audit anything because
oh, they
most of them
could.
are.
They could because there's record of it, of the income that's being brought in. They just don't want to use the resources to do it. It's a lot more work to go after those rich people instead they
No,
go
cause
after
yeah,
the
they
poor
gonna fight.
folk.
Cause they gonna fight. Yeah, they gonna
Yeah.
fight their ass to the end. Like
So
I learned that
fuck the
even just
government.
watching Fun with Dick and Jane. Yeah, Fun with Dick and
Honest
Jane last night. Yeah.
honestly, fuck the IRS, fuck the government, fuck the rich. You know, tax the motherfucking rich. Stop taxing the rich fucking folk that are breaking their back in this goddamn country to make you richer.
Mm.
I said what I said.
Just for the record, clear. He said that shit.
Fuck 'em.
I'm an associate. I'm an associate of this person. I don't. I'm a guest on the show.
Oh, he feels
just
the
trying
same
to
way. It's all right.
just trying to live my life. We just talking about how to become rich people. Um, so if anything happens in her neck of the woods, just know I'm on the other side of the world. Like, so we can't link
I'm
up.
just,
I'm
okay.
broke. She broke.
I'm just saying, if I was rich, I'd pay my fair share.
Oh yeah, but that was number one thing to do when you're a billionaire: generous donations.
Yeah, because it's tax write-offs on all that money they are making.
Yeah. Like, what is a generous donation? When you got a motherfucker worth more than Bill Gates and he only donate 10 grand, y'all slap the shit out of him. I'm like, you motherfucker,
Right?
you know you can give damn well. And the funny thing is, it's to charities that don't even fucking exist.
Right. It's
Like,
all
who
a
the fuck
fucking
is this?
scam, dude. It's a scam.
Yeah. Yeah, like who the fuck is these people? They ain't helping nobody. You're not investing in nobody's shit for real.
It's like they're trying to prove that they're good people and that they're, oh, we're rich people, but we want to do for the people. No, you're not. You're giving it to these fucking podunk little charities that aren't even charities. They're nothing.
These are just fucking ingated communities that invest more into their own community. I'm like, oh, this is to invest in a street light on our block. It's just not bright enough.
So dumb. So
Like,
dumb.
what? Stupid as hell. I'm like, get the fuck
Honestly.
out of here with that shit. Yeah, it's like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
It's the dumbest shit, honestly. It's like, it's it's mind-boggling. I mean, I could go on tangents and tangents about this.
I mean, like, yeah, for real, because it's like, yeah, it's all like, yeah, all of it's a scam. Because I look at some of those charities, and I look at like, I've never heard of these people at all,
right.
like zero. Like there's no history of these people. It's just something they started up so
All
they
of a
can
sudden it just
all
started
be
and there's
rich
nothing. There's no proof
and
of it.
have all. Basically, we might as well rewrite it and call it the International Rich People Tax Write Off,
Right.
so we can all save our money next year,
Like,
so we can
that's the
stay
thing. It's
rich.
like, it's funny because the things that the IRS pulls, it's like, you can prove that you paid taxes, right? You prove it. But then they try to deny that you paid the taxes. And then when you constantly keep showing them proof that you paid said taxes, then they try to get you for more money, even though you prove that you paid taxes on the money that you had gotten that year. It's so ridiculous. They need to be shut down, honestly, because they're a bunch of fucking morons. Honestly. But I digress. I digress.
Just real,
I digress.
just people,
I can't. I fucking can't.
fucking shit.
Some bullshit is what it is. I'm getting all feisty. I just. Woo. All right. Anyways, moving on. Oh, I did say that I was going to tell you that story about a message I got on Insta.
Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. So I told you it was kind of bizarre because it just like, I think it came up after I posted a selfie. Ooh, Nikki Six posted it. Sorry. Uh,
Yeah.
um, I won't say the name of the account, even though it doesn't really matter because they have a blacked out picture and everything. So I get this random message after I posted some picture on Insta, nothing crazy, whatever. So this person comes at me with a hypothetical question. I will read it to you. It says, "Hey, I got a random hypothetical question. Haha. It may offend you, and if it does, I apologize." Hold on. Now, I will say there's a lot of spelling and grammatical errors in this message, so deal with it.
The balls and audacity of people.
If a scientific company doing a secret experiment in a science lab asked you to work for them for $12,000 a day, would you? The only catch
Like that.
is, here's the catch. All you gotta do is wash jailed prisoners who are tied up over big industrial sinks while wearing dishwashing gloves and an apron. Hee hee. Would you do it for $12,000 a day and it's only 2 hours of work? Ha ha. Then a crying face emoji. You'll also have a guard with you. So I responded before I really got into kind of not even trolling, but I mean, it's easy money. So that's what I said. This person then replies with, "Oh, yeah. Do you have any preference on the colors of the rubber gloves and apron you want to use?" I respond with, "Hell nah, basic colors doesn't really matter since, all you're doing is hosing people down pretty much," which is true. He then goes, "Well, and also scrubbing too." He then sends me a picture of a pair of pale yellow rubber gloves and a black apron. Then says, "Uniform wise, is that okay?" I'm like, "I suppose." They then say, "Just wait, we're getting into it. That's good. How would you wash and scrub the prisoners? Really fast, or take your time and scrub them slow with a sponge and then rinse them when finished with the hose?"
I'm not trying to cut you off, but
Yeah.
like I can tell this is
Yeah.
leading into
Yeah.
something.
Wait,
Like
wait. That's what I started thinking. I was like, this is going to be a weird kink thing, isn't it? Like, honestly, that's what.
Yeah, because it's like at this point, it's like, where do you get off asking this
Right!
question? Like, I don't.
But wait, here's more. I said being fast would get more done. Obviously, if you're only working for 2 hours, you're getting $12,000 a day. Work as fast as possible, get done. You know what I mean?
What?
They then say, that's a good way of doing things. All right, good. Now, because there are prisoners, and most are hard criminals, you may be yelled at or insulted verbally, abused, or spat on. So, to make sure you have full control of the prisoners, you may have to punish them slightly, not overboard, but just by running hot water in the sink and scrubbing them with hot water to show dominance and to respect you. Don't worry, the gloves will go to your elbows so you won't get burned or wet, and your apron is heat and water resistant. And you'll be wearing overalls underneath the apron too. Is that okay? And this is where they get destroyed by me. I say, I mean, technically, in a prisoner type situation, a female would not be interacting with male prisoners. If they are known to spit, they would be forced to wear a mask, and in most cases, said person scrubbing would use a long brush as to keep distance for safety precautions, even though a guard or guards are present. He then responds with, you're basically creating your own rules. ... I said, I'm using logic of the real world.
Like for real.
I'm sorry, how do you go from it's a scientific company and doing secret experiments in a science lab to prisoners?
Hey, prisoners, like.
No, you just try to mask it with a random question of like, oh, we're working in this lab for $12,000, 2 hours a day. Yeah, you want to scrub some prisoners and get down and dirty with them while they insult you and no, bro, you understand nothing. I was like, obviously when they started going into the whole scrubbing thing, I was like, yeah, this is a kink thing for you. I was like, I'm gonna use logic and destroy this person. I was just like, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, that's how it really goes. I'm not
I mean,
understanding.
prisoner situations, we all know, females mostly they will not interact with male prisoners. It's just how it is. Like, it's just how it is. Females usually work with the females and males work with the males to avoid any sexual assaults or harassment or possible cases against the prison in general. Okay, cool. Logic. Makes sense. But then he's going into, oh, well, you'd have to, like, if they start spitting on you, well, if there's a prisoner that spits, they'd wear the mask. As if you've seen with any of these, like, shows where people go to the jail for the night and shit and they're spitting and out of control, they get tied to a chair and wear a mask if they're spitting. Like, and in most cases, like, you're using a long brush, you're scrubbing. Even in nursing homes, a lot of time they use a long brush and scrub you. Like, a lot of time they're not going to be hands-on. It's just the way it is. But I was like, this is so weird. I gotta share it with Davis. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it to the stream. I screenshotted it just in case this guy like blocked me and it like disappeared out of my messages. I was like, fuck. It was bizarre to say the least.
No shit. I'm just sitting there listening to it. It's like, the fuck is you talking about?
Right?
Not you, but like him.
Right.
Like he was like, what is he on, bro? Get the fuck up out of here, man. Like, man.
I was like, oh my god. Like, I've had weird things before. Like, there's this one dude on Tumblr who is.
And then talking about you're only creating your own rules.
You just created your own rules. Like, I'm using real world logic. I'm sorry.
Like I don't think she would interact. I don't think she would interact. If it was that deep, I don't think she'd interacting with a lot of people. Like,
right. Like, it was so fucking stupid. I was just like, sir, you do not understand how prisons work in general. So there's that.
To sum it all up, fucking.
Dude, I have a bunch of weird fucking messages. Like, I could get into some of them. Like, I can touch a bit on this one person, and I'm not trying to shame anybody, but this guy is really obsessed with fecal matter. And I'm just like, no. No. This person thinks it's sexy or whatever, and I'm just like, No. And no, it
It's
isn't.
just not.
Ew.
It's not sexy. It's not sexy.
No, thank you. I'll stick to the like mainstream kinks. No, thank you.
Other than that, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
No,
You're welcome.
You should just start doing that at the end. And you're welcome. You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
You're welcome.
God, that
And bye
show.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I feel like there's a hair on my face there.
I love that show.
But yeah, it was just like some bizarre shit, and I was just like, I can't. I fucking can't.
It is fucking. That was fucking out of pocket in some ways. Just ill.
Right?
I just don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to do this
And
anymore.
that's why I don't really answer message requests on Insta anymore. There's just some fucking strange people out there.
For real. Because
Like,
people are just fucking dumb.
well, and it's like, okay, it's not even just like those like random questions. It's like whatever. But then you got these people that like obviously assume that me and this person that's in my DM request is all of a sudden in a relationship because they liked my photo, and I'm like, no, no. There's too many
No.
people like that. Actually, wait, hold on. There wasn't there another message in my DM request. Hold up, 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 hold up. I think there was another one.
Hold up.
You got to hear how this person tried to interact with
Wait.
me. I was just like, hold up. Oh, there was the "Hey there, nice tits" one. That was in a message request.
I mean, I mean,
Well,
he
hey.
gets a gold star for the obvious.
Uh, um,
Nice rack.
there was another one that messaged me out of nowhere. This is also my DM request. I have not accepted this. Said, "Yes, you," drooling face emoji. And then
Hey,
this is what they say.
yeah, you.
Oh, you're wait for this. I probably brought this up before, but who knows? "You eat dick, don't you?" Hard eyes emoji. I mean, girls suck dicks, but some of them can eat them. Drooling face emoji. And I'm like, who thinks that's appropriate to message somebody for the first time? Like, um,
Eat dick?
I mean,
Why would she eat dick? Yeah, like why? Like first of all, why would she eat?
do you mean by eat dick? Do you mean like deep throat dick, or do you like?
I mean, I would assume that's what he's trying to get that at, but he's making it more complex than what it is. Just
Yeah,
actually
like
she's like dick.
eat dick sounds like I'm a cannibal. You know what I mean? I'm not a cannibal. So,
Yeah, just say, does she suck dick? And she'll say, yes, I do. Not
uh,
yours. But,
damn straight.
not your dick, but I suck a dick.
A dick, yeah. I'm selective of the dick I suck.
I mean, as anybody should, you shouldn't suck any dick.
Mm,
Until proven that this dick is clean.
damn straight. Damn straight. It's just
You
like,
don't want to suck a community dick because somebody didn't already suck that community dick.
damn, and you don't know what that dick might have then, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I did post something on Snap, I think it was. It's like this photo that I posted like over a year ago. And it was about, it says, vaginas are expected to be bald, super soft with no stubble, smell like fresh picked lavender, taste like mango, and yet there are so many hairy, discolored, sweaty, and salty ball sacks out there demanding to be in a mouth. Facts. Facts. I'm sorry. If you're not willing to put in the same effort to maintain your junk, then don't be demanding shit. Honestly. Honestly.
Big facts.
I'm sorry. Like, some dudes' dicks, ball sacks, whatever, are very nasty. Y'all don't wash well,
Oh,
and that's a problem.
it is what it is. You got to soak them balls.
Soap them, baby, and rinse them real good. Dry them real good. You know, manscape a bit. You know what I mean? If you're expecting a ball to be in somebody's mouth, bitch, get rid of the hair, okay? That stubble ain't nice, okay? Nobody wants fucking hairy balls in their mouth. I'm sorry.
I was thinking about since all like every YouTuber in the damn world like promotes it. I was thinking about buying one of those little manscaped things too.
I mean, it's worth a try. Why not, you know?
Right now, yeah, I'm not like fuck it. Why not? They got like a 4.0. I'll just buy one of their older models, the 2.0, and get it cheaper.
Right, right.
I'm like, well, you're already on your fourth fucking edition, so why not buy a cheap one?
Right? Try it out. See if you like it. See if it's all the hype. You know what I mean? It's if it's worth the
Right? And
hype.
then I can start coming on here.
Oh
Today's
God.
episode of What Do You Think, Bitch is sponsored by Manscaped.
I mean,
And they're
that
like,
would be something. That'd be hilarious.
we're not, you're not sponsored by us, but thank you. But thank you. And I,
And get some testimonials up in here. Like, damn.
right? Today's episode is sponsored by Amsterdam Vodka.
Which reminds me, I have Post Malone's Rose in my fridge right now.
No, where
The Mason
the
number
shit.
9.
Yeah,
Mason
that's what
number.
this shit is.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
I was like, I mean, I bet it's not. If you're getting involved in the liquor game, you better.
I mean,
This shit better
the
be right.
the bottle is slick. Like I posted on Snap, that bottle is slick.
It's nice though. I was like, yeah, that really nice.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to Post Malone on the way home.
Hey, shout out to
Sugar,
Posty.
Sugar Wrath.
Oh, oh.
Off his second album, yeah.
I don't know. I always listen to like.
I remember when he debuted. I
Goodbyes.
remember when he came out. I was like, man, and then, like so many people don't like his music. I was like, I mean, shit, you ain't.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I kind of heard about him through the guy that I mod for on YouTube, Kimok7. Um, and he would like sing the song quite frequently. I think it was because his son really liked the song. So
I it was him and that other rapper designer, and they had came out at the same time when he came out with that dude came out with Panda, and then Post Malone came out with White Iverson. And
yeah,
I said, I even called it that year. I said, designer is going to play out, and then what? Post Malone's got to have a follow up, but he can have a nice takeoff, because he was riding off the wave of White Iverson for a little
oh
minute,
yeah,
and he wasn't dropping any music, and then he came out with his first album on a surprise. I was like, oh shit! Then we was banging it with my friend at the time, and I'm like, this shit was nice. So I'm like, yeah. And I said, but I had called it. I said, designer gonna tap out because he sounded like Future too much. So I
right,
said, yeah, he gonna tap out because he sounded like another rapper who's already getting successful. So,
right.
so yeah. But when I was there, like Post Malone followed up with it. Then his second album was just as good as his first one. Then his third album was just as good as his second and then first. So I was
Like I
like,
liked
damn, yeah, he gonna
Circles.
get
Circles was good. Goodbyes was good.
one.
Um,
Yeah. Oh, Hollywood is bleeding.
oh, Hollywood's Bleeding. Yeah, I love that. What was that one?
Easy.
He did one with somebody else. It was
Enemies with the baby.
uh
Oh, frenemies. Sorry, frenemies. That's what it's called. Frenemies.
oh
Used to
there was
have like
he
enemies.
did a little song with some guy. I can't remember his name right now, but it was like I think it was called Tommy Lee or some shit. The song I forget
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
I like that for
Yeah,
whatever
okay, yeah.
reason. I was like,
Oh, because the name is not some reason, a
well, shut
reason.
up.
That- I'm gonna
uh,
be honest here, Crystal. Okay, we're not gonna lie to our fans like this. Okay, like.
Take What You Want featuring Ozzy. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I think I used the
I
lyrics
love
in
that
one of my
song.
photos.
Yeah, I
So I
love
was
this.
like, are
I
you
like this one.
okay? Like, nah, I'm
You
good.
can take what you want from me, take what you
Hey.
need from me, take what you want and go.
Mm. He's got some good
I
hits.
am. Oh yeah, he didn't came up. He didn't came up like Fat Rex, man.
I'm like
I was
scrolling
like,
through
man, he
YouTube
didn't
and
came.
looking.
He didn't came up. He didn't came up big time. It looked good,
Well, and then he
big
started
time.
branching into like some YouTube territory, and like he kind of linked up with H3H3 and all them, and well, I think they're not as close now, but he's kind of
Yeah.
like doing his thing. And then he was like, I think he was streaming COD and stuff like that for a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like a lot of people do the what you call it the yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube shit. That shit. That shit. The YouTube. Like, I think Logic does YouTube now because he retired from rap,
Right.
technically. I was like, oh.
I mean, it's
I
something to
didn't
fill his
think rap.
time, and
I mean, he was doing pretty good. He was fine because, like, for a long time, he was real underground, and then he kind of started getting mainstream success, and then he just popped up and said, I'm retiring.
well, I think
And, like, I've heard a lot of rappers say that, but they
yeah.
never really do. You can't really retire from making music. You just stop.
I think Logic, like months back or whatever it was, I think he played with Corpse and Sakuno and all them and Jacksepticeye, and I think Corpse had streamed it that day, so he was like kind of testing the waters because obviously Among Us
I
blew
bet.
up and it was like a
I
whole
bet
thing.
that streamer feel like he just be holding his nuts. He like, I know Post Malone. Haha, that's my buddy, man. Yeah. Imagine like you streaming with somebody you like always admire. You like, yeah, that's my buddy. And
Right?
everybody be sucking the meanest dick for him when he comes to the stream. He's in the stream. Get your mouths open.
I mean, that's something. Like, you become friends with these people, and it's like, I don't know, it'd be wild, honestly.
Yeah, he's like, man. He's like, yeah, that's my friend, Post Malone.
That's my
Yeah,
best
buddy,
friend,
circles
hey.
going in the circles. I
Seasons
know. He like, all
change
right, shut
and
the.
I love when cold. Okay, I'm good.
And he probably like, he like, all right, shut the fuck up now. I know my music, bitch. I make it.
All right.
He said, "You right, man. I'm stupid as shit, man. You right."
Well, it's just like how people, when like Corpse streams, they'll like, and they'll be in the lobby together, they'll just like start singing his like "E-Girls Are Ruining My Life," and they'll be like, "Choke me like you hate me," and they'll just keep doing that. And he's like, "Oh my god."
I know. He just like this is why people this is why celebrities do not play with fans because they'll do corny shit like that.
Right?
He said, "It choked me like you hate me." I'm like, all right, bro, shut the fuck up,
Well,
man.
it's also you
Shut
gotta
the
worry about what that person's gonna say on the damn stream, and it's like, oh my god, I can't. Honestly, it's like when I let
For
you up
real.
here.
I like yeah. Imagine like yeah, like you streaming with Selena's sister and you start singing all Selena's songs. Cause I'm dreaming.
Men of you
I had a dream last night.
tonight.
Cause I had a dream. I had a dream last night and I was dreaming of you. And I know the sister probably like, all right, logging off, logging
That
the
are
fuck
constantly
off.
saying anything for Selena's. Oh my god.
Anything
For
for Selena.
Selena's. I'm gonna hang it up in my garage and say it's pulled by the bus
Anything
of
for
Selena's.
Selena.
I love that movie so much. I love it. I can't.
I love it.
That's like one of the best lines though. It's like it's hilarious.
Anything for Selena's.
Anything for Selena's. His bumper gets pulled off. He's like, I'm gonna hang it up in my garage. Pulled by the bus to Selena's.
He's like he was almost proud that his bumper was pulled up. Like he's gonna hang it up in his garage like a shrine. And he said, "Anything for Selena." She said they were not saying that.
Right?
They were not saying that. Yes, they were.
And then they're like, anything for. Then the whole group just says it. Anything for Selena.
Anything for Selena.
It's hilarious. I love it. That's one of the best movies ever.
It just made me fucking die inside.
That's like one of the high points of that movie, honestly. It's like, it's a sad movie overall, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Oh my god! You like even watching the series, like it's like you know what's gonna happen. It's like and like man. And then when I showed the wife that movie, she was like she was 23 when she died. She was like, damn, she was young. I said, yeah, she was your age, man.
Yeah, because like when you told me you guys were watching the series, and you were like, she doesn't know what happens, and I'm like, oh.
She
no.
said like, cause she don't know who like, cause like she don't know none of the backstory like with Yolanda and all them, and like she's like, oh man, I hope the dad fires Yolanda before she shoots him. She thought she was gonna shoot the dad. I was like.
Tough break.
I know, and I was just like, yeah, I know, right?
It's like you're gritting your teeth, like, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, good. So ending. We know what happens in the end. So do you want the ending or do you want to wait for the last episode?
Right.
So she's dead.
She did.
So
yeah.
She dies.
It's tragic.
Very tragic, sad. You know, realize how fucking young she is. Like, it's like, damn.
Well, considering they were
And
gonna
she
start
died-
a family and everything else, and like, this woman took it all away. Honestly.
Yeah, that bitch was crazy, man. Like, I hope, like, I was like, man, like, I hope she burning in the hardest part of the fucking cell. You know, it's just because it's like I get it, you a fan and shit, but bitch, you old as shit, and this woman's a 23-year-old
Like,
girl. You don't
bitch,
need
you
to be
should have
her
never
best
had a
friend.
gun with you. Like, you knew she was coming to meet you, and you went and did like.
And then you lied and say you got attacked just to get her to come see you, and then you blow her brains out, my dude. I mean, not her brain, but you shoot her basically in the stomach, bro. It's like, oh my god, you just on some bullshit, bro.
Right? It's
You just
it's
on some way out shit out there. You got the
she only
game
comes out of the
ugly
woodwork
fucked.
to do another interview in prison, and it's like, bitch.
You still to this day you want all the attention.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've heard anything about her.
Nobody cares what happened because like every time March 31st comes up, like well I mean and it's sad that two people died on that day now. Like it was just Selena, and now that other rapper he died, Nipsey Hussle, he died on that day too, March 31st.
Right.
20 something years apart.
I'm looking something up.
In a similar fashion, they were both shot and killed.
Right.
And it just like it's sad because Selena didn't even live that life like that. She was
No, she
really
was a
just a
sweet girl. She was just doing her
sweet
thing.
girl. Like like yeah, like the rapper Nipsey Hussle, like he lived a life. Like even though he was a grown man at this point, but he still lived a life before that could have got him killed at any point. So it's not like it's totally off that he got shot. But like for her, it just like it's all the way off. Even just watching the series, like who would want to shoot her? Like so fucking sweet.
Right? Oh, so
Like she
Yolanda's
just
60 apparently. Ooh.
yeah, he's like 60 years old. So this is like 95. This is at least 20 now. Well, because it's 40. It's 46 years ago. Yeah, she was already in her fucking 40s at that point.
Right?
Like, are you fucking serious? You fucking 60 years. So take away 26 years. Yeah, she was in her
Late
and you
30s,
trying to
probably in
be best.
40s, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like yeah, you're a old. Basically, you're a grown ass woman trying to be friends with a girl who's 23 years old.
Yeah, it
That's
was
that's sad
very
itself.
bizarre.
Like you're my best friend, Selena. Like I'm like, she don't even know you, shorty. I would have
Right?
took that as a fucking sign right there. Any grown ass woman who wanted, like, I would have took that personally. Looking at it now, I would have took that as a personal like red flag. Wait, how old are you, bitch?
Wait, she's apparently eligible for parole on March 30th, 2025, less than 6 months before her 65th birthday.
That'd be 30 years. Yeah, that'd be 30 years. Let's see, minus 26. Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm
she
looking
was
on Google
30. She
right
was
now,
30.
so if my face is all lit up on the stream, that's why.
That'd be 30. She basically spent 30 years in prison from. Yeah, she was 34. Yeah, she was 34, probably going on 35 then, like Yolanda. So I'm like, but either way, the results is, bitch, she was a grown ass woman.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Like, you a grown ass woman, bro. I wouldn't allow. I was like, bitch, no, get the fuck up out of here. You don't need to be
No,
friends with
it
my
was like
daughter.
her obsession and her weirdness around her was just like,
Cringy.
very
And then,
cringy.
like, oh, man, and in the series, she clutched her fist when Selena didn't thank her or something like that. She just, like, if they just caught these signs early, bro, she would still be here.
I mean, they should have just looked at a more solid, person to run their
I
fan
mean, the
club and
dad
do all
tried to
that
keep,
shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a
yeah, the
trustworthy
dad
person.
kept trying to keep, yeah, the dad kept trying to keep everything all in the family and stuff. Like, if you gonna get people, you gotta get the right people around you, bro. Oh,
Right.
damn, we were already here the hour and 15.
Whoop whoop. I'm looking. Just looking up Chris Perez and all that. See what he was up
Mm-hmm.
to.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the brother. He, ended up being a bigger, doing his own group and stuff, and
Right. And like her husband went on to
Abraham.
do his own thing. Like I know he still has a hard time,
I
watching
mean, like, yeah,
certain
like
movies.
I don't even think he's got remarried or
Yeah, he
anything.
did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
They're divorced though. They've been divorced since I think 2008 it said. Had two kids.
Well, I mean, at least he, yeah, no, at least he,
He
moved
was
forward.
able to, yeah, he was able to move forward. Like I think what was it like a few years when they were like releasing certain documentaries about Selena and like he even said like he hadn't watched the movie
Yeah, he only was only married to that one 7 years, Vanessa. Yeah.
and that he's watching it just now for the first time and it's still very hard and da 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 and it's understandable. It's.
I mean, the love of you, like, like even though you got married a second time, but Quentin, that was like your first love. That was your you know,
Mhm.
and she got killed while y'all were married, you know.
Right. And
And
he
who's to
waited a
say they would have
while,
last?
so
Yeah, like, and who's to say they would have last any longer? Because I mean, watching the show, they, you know, they was going through shit, you know,
right.
like young people shit,
Right.
you know,
But there was that love
like
there
Selena
and
was
that
trying to, yeah, Selena was trying to juggle so many hats. She was basically trying to live her whole entire life in just a short time, you know,
mhm.
and that should have been a sign that God was gonna take her away, you know.
Right.
Because like when somebody like if you notice when some people try to live their whole life in a short amount of time, you know,
It gets
tomorrow ain't necessarily
snatched.
promised for that. Yeah, they get snatched from the work, so she wanted to
Mhm.
accomplish so much in such a short time.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like it you just get snatched up and it's just like
She wanted to do a beauty salon and a boutique and a this and that and that, being a successful music star and shit too,
because she
and
was
trying to
trying to
give
think
birth to
outside the
five.
bubble so that way if she was to start a family she didn't have to be on the road and you know what I
Right,
mean.
and she tried to give birth to five babies too.
Like
Ugh.
baby, no, like remember she wanted like the house with a bunch of animals and like a farm or something of that nature. I forget exactly what she said, but it was like I want to have this and a bunch of babies and da 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 da, and it's like, honey, it's just sad. It's really sad.
And I was like, damn, boo boo. And she said five babies. That's it. Goddamn.
Get it, girl, get it.
She trying to.
I
I know
mean,
she trying to drop them kids. Yeah.
I mean, if you can get it
Everybody
in, get
they
it in.
got that look. Everybody they ever got to play her, from Jennifer Lopez to this new girl. I think the new girl looked more like her than Jennifer. To be real.
I don't know. It's tough to say. You know what I mean? I have
Like
to.
I mean, yeah. Like watching the show. Like yeah, watching the show. Like no, no, she get the nod. I give her the nod.
I mean, obviously, there's going to be some different aspects. Like that girl that's in the series is from Walking Dead. Um, so I thought she was like, maybe I was wrong.
I
Maybe
didn't know she was in
she's,
The Walking Dead.
yeah.
I'm not. I've never really been a Walking Dead fan like that.
I thought she was because when it was sometime during the show of The Walking Dead, and I think they were getting ready to film this. She was pregnant at the time, so I don't know if she's, what the whole deal with that is,
Yeah.
but I'll have to look that up because I'm not sure. Because I swear she was pregnant around the time that this was all supposed to.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's good. But that's dope though. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it was a good show though. Yeah, I definitely recommend it.
All right, I'm looking this
Mm.
up. Let's see.
I definitely recommend. At first, I was skeptical. I was like, I'm skeptical. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, she had her kid
Hold
in
the thought.
2017.
Yeah. So yeah, she.
A daughter named Wolfgang. Okay,
Oh,
interesting.
all right.
Interesting
Okay.
choice.
Okay.
Wait, she was in Twilight?
I didn't know that. Like I felt like this is the first time I seen her, but I know she probably got to have at least.
She was apparently in Cowbells, which is that Disney movie from back in the day. She was in Twilight. What?
Okay, wait a
Now I
minute.
gotta think.
I remember. I didn't see.
Popstar Flight 7500. Zoe 101. She was in an episode. Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. She was in seasons 1 through 3 for 44 episodes. She was a recurring role. Seventh Heaven, Cowbells, Hannah Montana for an
She got
episode, American Horror Story, Secret Life of the American Teen, which I remember her on. I didn't watch that show because it was trash.
Yeah, that show sucked. I didn't watch that shit.
Everyone was so obsessed with it. I'm like, it's garbage. Yay, teen pregnancy. It's like, okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, you got pregnant at 16. Good, good,
It's
good,
like
good work, man.
pretty much everyone on that show was like pregnant, and I'm like, okay, I
It's
could
not a
go,
secret life anymore, is it?
right? I
Pretty
mean,
common.
I could go watch something else that'd be like more entertaining. Like honestly,
I didn't watch Pretty Little Liars. I never watched
yeah, I didn't watch that.
that. I never watched the teen show you just saw. Like, I didn't watch a lot of shows.
Okay, okay.
Teen Mom.
I
I
didn't.
never really watched too many episodes of it.
I didn't watch Teen Mom. I like would see it in passing. Like I really wouldn't sit there and watch it because I think it's garbage TV. Obviously. Um, I didn't watch Pretty Little Liars because I just didn't care. Secret Life of the American Teen didn't watch. Um, what other ones? Oh my god, I can't even think because they're just. Bleh. Teen Wolf, I didn't watch. I tried to watch one episode, but the site was like
I
buffering the
saw
entire
a
time.
couple episodes, but I got more into Vampire Diaries. Yeah,
Oh, Vampire Diaries was my shit. The Secret Circle was
yeah
my
I got more into
shit.
that one.
Star-Crossed, when that was on, was my shit. Uh, but other than that, for trash TV, that was not my trash TV. My trash TV was like the fucking Rock of Love with Bret Michaels and Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav and fucking
Oh wait, yeah, that era. I
Meet the
love the flavor.
Barkers and oh my god, that was such good TV. Such good
Yeah, that was
TV.
good.
I shouldn't have been
Good.
watching it. Oh, The Girls Next Door. This is shit I shouldn't have been watching, but I was. If no one was
Well, I
around, I was
mean,
like,
technically, we weren't allowed to watch those shows, but we still watched them.
I mean, I would, because if no one was home at the time, I was at Brenda's house. So I was like, I would sit in the living room watching TV and I just watch MTV or whatever fucking garbage I wanted to watch. And that's what
Hmm.
I did. I was just
MTV.
MTV, VH1, fucking, I think E at the time had some decent stuff. And that's another
Crazy.
thing. I don't care about keeping up with the Kardashians. I think it's garbage, okay?
I stopped watching that
Garbage.
show 7 years ago.
It is boring. It is so
Like
boring.
literally after the Lamar Odom era, I literally stopped watching it. Like I just got tired of it. Because at one point I thought they were canceling it, so I just like, oh, okay, it's over.
Because there was
Then
talk
they come back.
nonstop, and then they just kept coming back for more money, more money, more money, you know?
Yeah, like, well, when the fuck are you really gonna end the fucking show? Like,
I don't need to hear a bunch of rich bitches complaining about, woe is me. Oh, my
at
life
this
is
point,
so
that's literally what it
hard.
is. Because like I've caught some clips about it recently, and it's like, so at this point, y'all are all successful, and now y'all beefing with each other pretty much.
Right. Well, they're all not happy with each
Like,
other. They all want to be in, like, fuck with everybody else's personal life. Like, let's be honest.
word.
Like, all right, look, you got Courtney, who's now with Travis Barker, which I think is just a.
Really, I did not know that.
Oh,
Last
yeah. He's
she
already
was with that
tattooed
supermodel
her
dude.
on his
Oh
body.
wow. I thought she was still with that supermodel kid.
Yeah, you
See,
would think she keeps
see how
going after
long?
these dudes, but
Yeah, I was like, she was with that, like, yeah, that model boy, that little,
it's
that
either she's
little.
with these younger model guys or she was like going back to Scott nonstop.
Well, Scott with a new young bitch, so yeah, I figured she
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
able to
he's
go
with
back.
oh what the fuck is that bitch's name? Lisa Renna's daughter, I think that's what her name is.
Yeah,
Um and Harry Hamlin, I think that's his name. But before that he was with Sophia Richie, obviously we know that. Um but yeah, she's usually with some younger dude. But she's so
young, yeah,
uptight a
she,
lot of the time. It's so like, they're all kind of nasally and annoying in that sense, but
yeah, and then Courtney. The only time I really, really recently caught the show is when Courtney and Kim got into that actual fight, and it was so fucking hilarious. Like two rich bitches fighting over what?
over stupid shit because obviously Kim thinks she's above everybody
Holier
else.
than now.
Yeah.
Yeah, holier than now. I'm better than you, bitch. I mean, well, I mean, she got that whole family rich. So, like, as for anybody
But
in her family, yes,
it's because you had a sex
yes, she is.
tape with.
Yeah, I'll say as for anybody in your family, yes, but as for anybody else, no.
I mean, as for talent wise, you don't have talent. So it's like that. I
Nah,
mean, any notoriety you had before the sex tape was like you were working as Paris Hilton's
Justin's
assistant,
best friend
and your daddy was known for,
being a lawyer.
being a lawyer. That's it. You went and had sex with
That's it.
Ray J, and it wasn't
And
even
got
that
that.
good. Okay, it was. Ugh, okay,
I
and
mean, it was. I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty. I mean, even to this day, I still give Kim her claps for the
but like,
corkscrew, the corkscrew blowjob. That's where I first learned
oh,
about it. Now
so
I've
basic.
seen people do it better since then.
Yeah,
But when that was my first exposure to it, I was like,
right.
she's twisting it with her hands.
Like
Oh my
here's the thing. These people suggest like these celebrity sex tapes, and they're like, oh, you should like, check this out, check this out. Like that's the whole thing with the Tommy Lee and Pam one, and the Pam and Brett
god. Yeah,
one, and I was
that was like
like,
the top one before. Mm.
I was like, it's not even really a sex tape. It's just a leaked vacation video of them just banging occasionally. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
Yeah, that was the only time we ever got because like everybody wanted to see. It was
right,
only big at the time because everybody wanted to see Pam Henderson basically naked
yeah,
outside of Playboy,
right,
Mm.
right. So it's
like
just
full
like,
boobs, not covered up, not like
mm-hmm,
not like oh the little nip slip, none of that. No, full on bent over the table kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah,
But then when they got disappointed, then her like I saw a lot of reviews. Some people were just fucking disappointed. They like it's not what I wanted. And then
because
her
it
second sex scene with Kid Rock sucked.
well, because like I think
Not in a
everyone is
good way.
expecting like it's gonna be like nonstop, just banging, good lighting. You know what I mean? It's like something dope, not the little bit
And
that we
then
were getting.
obviously, and Brett Michaels at that point, that was just reaching.
Well, it was just like her jab at Tommy, pretty much, and then
Yeah, at that point, it's just like, yeah, that's just a ploy. It's whack.
it was
It
obviously
sucked.
short lived, and obviously Tommy has more beef with Kid than anything, so
Yeah, so
it is what it is. But
I mean, Tommy Lee probably still holding his nuts like mine's is better
hey,
to this day.
hey, no
Because
shame.
a lot of like even a lot of like African American women saw
Hmm.
Tommy Lee in a different light after that. They like,
Right.
damn, that white boy packing. Yeah.
Because it's a big
Like
misconception that, other people of other
obviously at that time you just
races,
see,
yeah.
oh, white boy, small dick, blah blah blah. And then they find out, no, bitch. He's like, no, bitch.
It's like a
There's a
big
reason why
misconception, baby.
he said there's a reason why I got laid on all our tours. Okay.
I mean, I could tell you some stories of things I've seen, so it's like
Hey, look, bitch, look. It's
I'm
like,
just
yeah, of course.
saying.
And then, so now the stereotype don't exist. It's just fun. It's just funny
Oh
to see
yeah.
how that stereotype quickly died after that decade.
Right, right, right.
Now you got a lot of interracial relationships now.
Oh yeah, and you see it a lot more on the hub, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Ting.
yeah, you
As
can see
pointing at my
anything. Okay.
pointing at myself. You know? Like, ting.
I think
You know, you
I'm
know,
just saying I see things. That's all.
I see things too. You know, I live in them, living a dream.
You know what I mean? It's all about the
Nah,
fantasy,
I mean,
baby.
it's all about the dream, and it's all about me having.
Exactly. Hey, as long as you're not hurting
Well,
nobody.
I think that's a good place to stop this.
Yeah, probably. People are like,
Big dicks.
this is very sex filled and big dicks.
Hey,
I
welcome to
mean,
what do you
it's
think?
just like,
Welcome to what do you think, bitches? We're gonna talk about whatever
hey,
the fuck is hot this week, and that's what's on the
and
topic.
big dicks
Sex.
are.
Right? Let's talk about sex, baby.
Baby, let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
you
you
and
and
me.
you and me.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
all
all
the
the
good
things
things and all the bad things.
that baby. Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
sex.
sex. Let's talk about. Okay,
Wait,
I can't. I can't.
oh wait! I got one. Ooh, I wanna sex you up
Hey, hey,
all night and make me feel I want to
hey.
love you. Oh, wanna
Sex
sex
you
you up.
up.
That's the shit.
Oh my god.
That's the shit. Well, thank you guys for joining us today.
It's been fun. Honestly, we've gone on a roller coaster of some craziness.
Hey,
Honestly,
big boobs. And you know the funny thing is, your big boobs of today triggered this whole thing.
Eh,
So
it's my
thank
fault.
you,
Yeah,
Chris.
you're
Yeah,
welcome. You're welcome.
me
You're
getting caught
welcome.
off guard trigger this conversation.
Yeah, I know. It like spawned this whole conversation of like porn and sex and relationships and.
Speaking of big boobs, like,
I mean, and then if
I
anyone
mean,
wants to question, all
the
natural.
the
So
loo- the
say
loosen. I mean, we ain't rich people, so you damn sure can't get no boob job. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
I mean, I could get a
We up
sugar
and coming.
daddy probably, but damn.
I mean, if anything, you know what I'm saying, that's the only thing that's possible. But nah, it's always good, and that's why they're so lovely because
They're
they're big,
real.
milky, and real.
They're real.
They real, just like you.
Thank you. I'm the
hmm
realist. I love that.
Sort of.
Well, I was gonna say something nice, but fuck you. I'm just kidding.
No, sorry, but fuck him. Yeah. But no, thank you people for joining. You put on quite a show. It's time to take a bow.
But yeah, it's been fun.
And
It's been real, honestly.
yeah. All right.
Uh,
That's a wrap.
that's it. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.